Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Gitsky. Well, the United States has reached a grim new milestone in the fight against COVID-19. Tuesday, the total number of cases reached 3 million. That means more than 300,000 cases were diagnosed in the last week alone. More than 2 million cases are considered active. The death toll is nearly 132,000 and rising as cases appear to be spiking in various parts of the country. More than 900 new deaths in the country were reported yesterday. That's the highest daily death count in about a month, although far from the nearly 3,000 daily deaths reported in late March and April. President Trump claimed via Twitter Monday that the U.S. has the lowest fatality rate in the world, but out of 200 countries surveyed by NBC News, the U.S. ranks 46th highest with a fatality rate of 4.4%. And out of 541,000 coronavirus deaths reported around the world, Americans account for more than 1 in 5. Well, here in Kern, one of the biggest jumps in coronavirus cases, 216 new cases were reported today, along with 3 new deaths. That means 87 people have died. More than 1,600 people are currently infected. Most are recovering at home. 146 are in the hospital. Now, projections by the Kern Public Health say we could surpass ICU capacity later this month, but there are plans to increase that capacity in case of a surge. Well, the FDA is warning labs and healthcare providers that a common COVID-19 test is providing false positive results. The BD MAX system COVID-19 diagnostic test from Becton Dickinson is showing an error rate of 3% false positive. The nasal swab-based test was given an emergency authorization from the FDA on April 8th. Now the FDA is recommending patients confirm their results with an alternative authorized test. The company is working with the FDA to resolve that problem. Well, a graduate student in Baltimore thinks he just may be the first person successfully immunized by COVID-19. Brad Bell has the details.
We first met David Rock back in early May when he became the first person to be injected with a trial COVID-19 vaccine at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. He is very much aware how much success would mean.
It's exciting. It's exciting from the side of a participant. It's exciting from the side of a graduate student who's studying immunology. And it's also exciting that it's hopefully the promise of a vaccine by next year and life returning to a semblance of normal.
Then came the news released last week by vaccine maker Pfizer. Early indications from the Maryland trial, Rock's trial, are that the vaccine works, stimulating growth of antibodies in those vaccinated at rates equal to or higher than in those who've had the disease.
There's also a component of relief saying that it's actually producing results, that the vaccine is producing antibodies.
Rock, who spoke to us from his lab in Baltimore, can't know for sure if he got the actual vaccine or a saline solution because it's a double-blind trial. But since he had a slight reaction to his second dose, he is convinced he is one of the very few people in the world vaccinated against the coronavirus.
I joke with my friends, I'm not going around licking doorknobs just to prove that it actually does work or it doesn't work.
Now, David will be checked again in October, and he's hoping beyond hope that the test will show he has full immunity. Now, Pfizer, the maker of that vaccine, has said if all goes well, they will produce 100 million doses before the end of the year. New details in the case of a Los Angeles man charged with the kidnap, rape, and murder of 13-year-old Patricia Alatorre. Armando Cruz appeared in court yesterday to answer to charges he killed in the Bakersfield teen. He's charged with 12 different felonies, including first-degree murder, kidnapping, rape, possession of child pornography, and other disturbing charges involving contact with a minor. Cruz, who's 24, pleaded not guilty to all charges. He's been denied bail.
Those special circumstances in connection with the murder carry the death penalty, or life without the possibility of parole.
Now, Alatorre's family says they are one step closer to getting justice. There is now an official GoFundMe page for the Alatorre's family with a goal of $18,000. We'll link that on our KGET.com website. Now, police are still investigating Alatorre's death. If you have any information, call BPD at 327-7111. And a local mother is asking for help finding her runaway son, Benjamin Sandoval. His mother tells 17 News that he has bipolar disorder and depression and needs medication. She says Brandon is from California City, but has a history of running off to Bakersfield. You may be able to spot him by a small patch of white hair on his head. Call Cal City Police if you see him. That number is 760-373-8606. Well, in your 17 Crime Watch, a man was shot Tuesday in East Bakersfield has died. That shooting happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon in the area of Bernard and North Baker Streets. Kern County Sheriff's deputies say they tried to revive the man, but he died at the scene. Deputies say no arrests have been confirmed, but our cameras were rolling as someone was detained at the scene. Homicide detectives are investigating. Another man is accused of attacking an elderly woman and her own home. BPD says the man broke into a home on Spruce Street, a few blocks off of F Street. Police say the man broke into the home through a window and hit an 85-year-old woman in the head with a glass bottle. A family member reportedly scared the man off, and he was arrested later by police. The suspect, 28-year-old Anthony Herrera, faces several charges, including elder abuse. Now, the woman's injuries are not life-threatening. Well, tonight, the community is holding a dinner fundraiser to help the family of the man who was shot and killed on the 4th of July. According to KCSO, 51-year-old Lionel Montelongo was shot at the intersection of Gastro Avenue and Smith Street. Despite attempts to revive him, deputies say Montelongo died at the scene. Now his family is hosting a drive-through dinner to raise funds in his honor. It's happening tonight at 6. Dinner plates are shredded beef, rice, beans, salad, and a roll. They're $12 each and can be picked up at 1301 Padre Street. Well, hundreds of businesses across the Golden Empire received loans from the Federal Paycheck Protection Program. 17's Eitan Wallace shows us how PPP helped one local business stay afloat during this difficult time.
If you live in the Golden Empire, you likely know Hall Ambulance, the paramedic provider for roughly 90% of Kern County. But just like many companies in Kern, Hall is not immune to the economic challenges facing this country. So back in April, the company of more than 450 employees applied for and received a federal Paycheck Protection Program loan of between $5 to $10 million. The exact amount was not released.
The PPP allowed Hall Ambulance to keep 100% of our workforce employed. We're talking about paramedics, EMTs, emergency medical dispatchers, support staff, everybody on the Hall Ambulance team.
Funded by Congress, PPP funding provides forgivable loans to small businesses to help them stay afloat.
The PPP helped Hall Ambulance bridge a gap created by the COVID-19 and the stay-at-home orders. And without that money, we would have had to lay people off. And in the end, we haven't had to do that.
Another PPP recipient, Bakersfield Heart Hospital. It, too, received a loan of $5 to $10 million, a sum of money given to at least 5 other area businesses. In fact, Small Business Administration shows at least 500 local businesses that we know of received a loan of at least $150,000. The SBA did not reveal the specific totals of each loan, but it did provide names, including Bill Wright Incorporated, Good Samaritan Hospital, Varner Brothers Incorporated, and Kingston Healthcare, LLC, just to name a few. Back at Hall, as the ambulance company prepares to celebrate 50 years of service this February, they're looking towards a bright future.
Whether it's a pandemic, a natural disaster, a man-made disaster, Hall Ambulance always anticipates being there to answer the call.
A call that continues to be answered, thanks in part to PPP. In downtown Bakersfield, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.
A local staple is reopening and offering new takeout options for your enjoyment. Hodell's is reopening their doors tomorrow and will be operating for lunch and dinner. The restaurant is offering different takeout options, including build your own, curbside takeout, and a family pack. Now that family pack feeds a group of 5 or more and is packaged ahead of time. Build your own takeout offers the most variety, where you can choose from whatever is hot and ready. They also are offering the curbside takeout, which has a limited menu. You can order on their website, hodells.com.
Take a look at our almanac overnight. We were at 69, pretty close to where we should be this time of year. Our normal high, again, 96. We'll be close to that. 114 the record, and that was set back in 1905. Your sunset tonight at 8:14. Here's a look at the satellite radar. Nothing to show you again. We're nice and clear around the state as high pressure is in control. Temperatures will slowly start to warm up here in the coming days. 90 in Sacramento today, 99 in Fresno, 70s and 80s south, 99 out of Vegas, and 110 in Phoenix this afternoon. The beaches, 67 degrees with a little bit of a breeze out there out of the west-northwest, 10 to 15, but a nice temperature. And here's what's going to be happening as we go throughout the next few days. High pressure over the Four Corners region will amplify west, and that's going to bring our temperatures up into the triple digits once again, and you'll see that on our extended forecast. In terms of any type of weather heading our way anytime soon, nope, we're going to remain high and dry as that ridge will be in control. Take a look at the national weather for today and temperatures. Seattle in the upper 60s. We warmed things up quickly as we head east. Billings at 74, 92 in Minneapolis today, along with Chicago, and then up into the northeast. Boston at 84, 87 in New York, and 90 in D.C. Here at home, sunny skies and 97 in Bakersfield, 99 in Delano, 96 in Taft. For the mountains in the Kern Valley, sunny skies, a little bit of a breeze out there. No advisory, that canceled out at 5 a.m. this morning. 86 in Fraser Park, 82 for Bear Valley, 90s into the Kern Valley. Lake Isabel at 94, 96 in Kernville. For the desert, sunny skies and 97 in Mojave, 105 in Ridgecrest. Here's your extended forecast. Tomorrow, 101, 104 on Friday, so temperatures near 105 as we progress here and lingering into early next week. And then for the mountains, plenty of sunshine. We're in the lower 90s starting Friday. Those 90s hang on through about Tuesday of next week. And then for the Kern Valley, plenty of sunshine across the board, inching you up near 100 by Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, upper 90s by next Tuesday. That's a look at your forecast. Back over to you.
Thanks, Kevin, for that. Well, Kern County's on Mosquito Watch this summer. Now, Tuesday, Kern Mosquito and Vector Control District said mosquitoes trapped east of Arvin tested positive for West Nile virus. There are no human cases of West Nile virus so far, but there's also a new species of mosquito that has arrived in Kern County. It's called Aedes aegypti. Now it's commonly known as the yellow fever mosquito. Terry Knight says it's a tiny, aggressive bug that's active during the day and night and causes problems pretty quickly.
It doesn't just feed one time to take its blood meal. It usually feeds multiple times.
Knight recommends you wear long sleeve shirts and pants so mosquitoes can't bite you. Mosquitoes lay their eggs in water, so drain any stagnant water outside your home to stop them from breeding. Well, do you have a message you want the world to see? The Fox Theater Foundation announced they're continuing the Marquee-inspired series for August. The foundation is taking submissions right now. Marquee Inspired was created after the COVID-19 pandemic forced its closure. Marquee Inspired allows community members to place their own messages on display on the theater's marquee for 24 hours. The theater also joined the National Independent Venue Association to help the theater stay afloat. And for more information, visit our website, kget.com.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.